Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nate here. We actually did hit 8K, 12th in the world right now. But I just wanted to show you guys the replays of how I got to 8K. So yeah, let's go into this game, which is E Giant. So against E Giant, you pretty much want to play into them. So like you guys can see, like I don't know this guy's deck as of now, but I'll recognize later on. So right here, I just go E-Spirit to catch the bar barrel, so I don't want to take 2 hits. He goes Cage, so like at this point I can assume it's probably Graveyard or E-Giant. He has to play something else. So I think here he goes Dark Prince in the back, so I just match it. Like I don't really have to do anything. So I'm still wondering what he has, and then he plays E-Giant the bridge, so like, okay. So right here I just play a Tesla kind of high, because like I know he can't even lighten it because he just put 8 Elixir. I go Delivery, go Skeletons to just clean everything up. So at this point, I know it's E-Giant, I know he's Lightning. I just need to know what variant it is, because usually it's run with like Ice Wiz sometimes. But it's I was using Mother Witch, so I just go Miner in the safe spot because I know he has NATO, and I also know that his DP is out of hand, so I go Dark Prince in the back so it can just tank for the Baby D, but I think it would have splashed, so I'd put E-Spirit just in case. I think it goes with a Mother Wish here. It goes with a Bar Barrel. So this is fine. I can just go Log and then Delivery. If you guys didn't know, a Log Delivery kills an E-Spirit. Or a Log Delivery kills a Mother Witch. So right here, I think I go Miner here. Or I don't. Okay, he goes for a Defensive Cage, which is alright. Yeah, I go Miner Skeletons because I know that he said I answered the Dark Prince, and I also know he has no Mother Witch, so my Skeletons will get rid of that cage. I go for a Dark Prince. And then I don't know if he nailed this, but I go for a Log, and he said that Log perfectly lines up the Dark Prince and the God Brawler, so my Dark Prince hits all 2 of them. He goes for a Bar Barrel, so I just go with the E-Spear here, and then I go with the Delivery, but I'm kind of late on the Delivery, so the Baby Dragon does get damage. I go for a Dark Prince high, because I don't want the Mother Witch spawning 3 pigs. He goes for an aggressive NATO, which I don't agree, and then he goes for a Lightning as well, which I would say that's probably the best play for him, because he needs damage, but right here I just go Miner high, go E-Spirit, because I know his NATO's out of hand. He goes for a Dark Prince. Does not channel Dark Prince. I think he wanted a King Tower activation, but I go for a Tesla because I know it's Lightning. He doesn't have it in hand. I go Skeletons high. I think it was for a Bar Barrel too. He does. A little bit late. Go for a Log. Go for the Chip. I go for another Miner in the safe spot because I know again he has NATO. So right here, I rocket. But guys, don't blame me. I rocket because I thought I hit the tower. But I missed the tower. But at least you hit the E-Giant. That's unfortunate, so I emote because like I don't think it's over, but definitely it could definitely cost me the game in some ways. So now I just think I go for a Log and I go for a Dark Prince. I'm pretty sure he spams the bridge here because he kind of has to, going to Delivery Skeletons, trying to clean everything up. I think I go for a Dark Prince high, then go E-Spirit low, have to Log everything back because I can't afford any more damage. He goes for an aggressive E-Giant here, and I wasn't that low on Elixir, but I go Miner in the safe spot again because I know that I don't want him to Lightning my tower. So that's a really good Tesla because then he doesn't have Lightning. So then he has to overcome on defense with the Dark Prince. So I just Log in the back. Yeah, I'm just BMing because like I kind of made a mistake I shouldn't have. He goes for a Mother Witch. I guess he thought I was playing my Skeletons. So going for Skeletons low, and then going for a Delivery, going E-Spirit. He goes for an aggressive NATO, so I don't really understand that. So I go for a Miner in the back because I know he has nothing, and he also has an answer, my Dark Prince as well. So going for a Log here, that should knock back the Brawler. And I think I might get I think I would have gotten a Lock, say to play his Mother Witch. So I go Skeletons, I need to cycle back to my Delivery. Delivery should clean everything up. I go for a Dark Prince as well, because why not? And I think I go Miner safe spot once again. He goes for a Bar Barrel, and then I think I go for a Log here. And then I go for a Tesla high, because he can't, so I don't want him to Lightning my Tesla and NATO. I mean, Lightning my Tesla and Tower, so go for a Delivery. And I'm kind of giving him the chance to have a counter push, but he doesn't have the Elixir for it, so I go for a Log here, and he might NATO this, or it goes for Lightning. So I go for Delivery right away, and again, it's kind of late, but it's fine, because look at the damage. I just need 2 more rockets. I kind of have a bad Log on my end, because I do miss the Mother Witch, but it's alright. I go for E-Spirit, and I go for a Delivery, because this should clean everything up. And then look at my miner getting a lot of damage. He's not really focused on it, so I go for a log here. I go for another miner, and I think he misses the NATO. He does miss the NATO, so I go for a rocket, and that should be game. And that's how you guys play against E-Giant. You never place your Tesla like in the normal position because you're gonna lose. But yeah, move on to the next game against Mortar Bait. Alright guys, so this is, I'm not really sure about this matchup. I think it's probably maybe like maybe like 65-35 them. Cause like even though I have such good responses to like their bait cards like spears, skeletons, that like I have spears in my also my delivery for the minion horde. The issue more is at the miner, and I can't really like, I get that, let's just say they go mortar and then miner. I have to like, I can't answer them both without losing. So right here, if Dark Prince the back, he goes for a cannon card. It's what they usually do. So right here, I'm kind of forced to rocket. Or I don't know. I actually don't rocket in this instance, but I go for Dark Prince Tesla, and that should clean everything up. I panicked with skellies because I thought they would it would kill my Tesla. So, but yeah, you guys were in the damage lead. But again, if he was, I think he goes for like a miner in the back and spears or something like that, but he does not. So we're just resetting an elixir. So I think he goes for spears at bridge here. And then I go Dark Prince. And then I also go miner because I want as much damage as possible. So right here, I go delivery, and he goes for a panic miner, kind of late on his end, so my miner does get about like 200 damage, I would say. So right here, you guys can see like basically even on elixir, basically just resetting. So I'm pretty sure I go with skeletons for the miner because I really don't want to take a hit from it. So he goes skeletons high. He goes for a mortar. I know he's gonna play his cannon card, so I wait for it, and then I go for a rocket. So like right in this instance, guys, if you know someone's cannon card in the hand, you just wait. Because I waited because I knew he was gonna play it. Because like let's just say like I play my Dark Prince at Tesla, then he would just log, and I would log, and then I would just be at like a deficit of elixir. So always wait against Mortar Bait because you never know when they play a cannon cut. Right here he plays it, so I rocket it right away, knowing that he would have played that. So right here I think I go for a miner low, because like I go for a miner low because if I go in the back then it's obvious and he's gonna predict it. So rather, I just go miner low. I also know I'm going to take damage from the cannon card, which is alright. And right here, I go for it. And the cannon card does lock on, but he did play his Goblin Gang a little bit late because he knew that I would have predicted it. I go Skeletons in the back, I go Dark Prince, I go E-Spirit for it to lock back on, then I go for another miner in the back, I'm pretty sure. Goes for a cannon card. Unfortunately, I did not have enough elixir to rocket it, so I had to go with the delivery. Missing 2 minions, but it's alright. He goes for a mortar here. I think I go for Skeletons high. I think I panicked, so I should have won the middle, but I do take a mortar shot, which is unfortunate. I think I go for a log here. Thankfully, I did not miss any of them. He goes for a Dark Prince miner. I know he's gonna go in the back. I go for E-Spirit. So in this case, he does get a lot of damage, as you guys can see. Probably the most optimal defense was to go delivery, but I know he's minion horde in hand. I didn't want to waste it, so I just go for a Tesla on the cannon card just to kill it right away. And he goes for a mortar. And I go for Dark Prince opposite lane because I just can't take any mortar hits. I go for E-Spirit. I go for skeletons. But unfortunately, the mortar does lock after the delivery on this. And I also placed a bad Tesla. But it does avoid the mortar hit. But as you guys can see, we've kind of lost the lead in here. So I made a couple mistakes on my end. Also missing the log on one spear, but hitting the other two. So I have some in the middle. I know he's gonna go in the back, so I just go for Dark Prince. I go to the miner to the side because I know he want to play his Gob Gang. So I go for a Tesla, and then I go for a log, I'm pretty sure. And I think I go for skeletons again in the middle because I know I do not want the mortar to lock. So right here, I kind of got fortunate, and I got unlucky, and Dark Prince did not hit, but I go for a Dark Prince on the side because I know he wants to play miner. I go for a delivery, and you see his hand is pretty awkward right now, so he goes for a Dark Prince. And I think I go for, I wait for his miner, and then I go rocket, and then I go skeletons. Because I don't know if he's going to fireball. And I see triples coming up, and we did come back from this game. So I think at this point I'm cycling to my another rocket. I think I go log. I go log here, I go rock, and then I think I go rocket to clean up the game. Kind of close, and I go skeletons to distract. but by then it hits, it's over. So, and I also BM this guy because he BM'd me before. But yeah, that's how you play against Morbate. So moving on to the third game against P.E.K.K.A. So again in this matchup, guys, I think this is more of Miner's matchup slightly, but this guy played he's not like, let's just say he's not one of the best P.E.K.K.A. players. So he goes for a Zap preemptively, I guess, but I went for my Dark Prince, and you guys see my Miner's getting a lot of damage on his side, so pretty good start for me. So I think right here I would probably go E-Spirit or Log. I think they both counter the Ewiz. I go for a Log, and then I think I go Skellies. Kind of bad how the Ewiz got a hit, but yeah. He goes for a Ghost, so I'm pretty sure I go for E-Spirit, and then you would usually just go Miner on defense right here. He goes for a Marcher. I think one more tile higher would have hit my tower, but yeah. I think he also goes for Battle Ram, which is interesting. I guess he thought I would have went Tesla. So again, guys, Delivery Log kills a Marcher if you didn't know. Same for Mother Witch. So if you guys do decide to use this deck, that's a good tip to know. And it also the same interaction for Ewiz, which you guys will see later on. So right here, I go Miner because I know he just wasted Bandit, and yeah, and he would have an awkward hand to play it. So right here, he goes P.E.K.K.A, so I go Tesla in the middle, and then Dark Prince in front of it, because I also want the Dark Prince to charge on the P.E.K.K.A. So my Dark Prince does charge, I think. It does, for 2 hits. He goes for a Ghost, I'm pretty sure he goes for a Marcher too. So I go Delivery, which is unfortunate because it doesn't hit the Marcher, but more of the issue is that I have to take care of the P.E.K.K.A. So I think I go for a Log. And thankfully he does not Zap, or that P.E.K.K.A would have gotten a hit, I feel like. So going for E-Spirit here, so the Marcher does not get a hit at all, or probably would have taken 2 hits. So you guys can see he's up Elixir, but it's alright, because I don't think he realizes, or if he did, then I still would have been able to defend. So he goes for a Battle Ram in the back. I think I go for a Miner. No, I go for a Tesla, and then I go for a Miner. I should be Minering his tower soon. Yeah, I go for a Miner. Kind of slow reaction time, and I didn't realize he would go Bandit, but I do go Delivery. He goes for Ewiz on top, and that leaves the Ewiz to a 2-shot. So I know I can just log this Ewiz. So like you guys are probably wondering or asking, oh well, what I do in this situation? Look at my hand. I don't have anything to punish the P.E.K.K.A. Well, this may seem weird, guys, but if they go P.E.K.K.A in the back and like you're even on Elixir, or you're even up, you guys can see I'm up 3 Elixir, you can just rocket the P.E.K.K.A. And then like you guys will ask like, oh, why do you rocket the P.E.K.K.A? Well, you guys will see why. So right now I just need to focus on defending. So I know he's gonna go opposite lane. Goes for Battle Ram. He goes for okay. So right here, I knew he was like, I know he's gonna go for a March in the middle and then probably defend it. So again, I kind of still time my reaction timing, but I go for a Miner right away. Go for E-Spirit to try to block it, which is unfortunate, but I don't. But the Marcher should die, which is the only issue. So right here, I think I'm mainly focused on defending the other side. So I kind of overcommit with defense. Go for Delivery, and you guys can see there's a Ghost on my end. But right here, I just go for E-Spirit to just like for it to retarget on my Miner, and then I go for a Tesla as well. And then I go for a Panic Log because I don't want to take any more damage. You guys can see my Dark Prince on the opposite lane did a lot of damage. So right here I go for a Dark Prince, I think. He goes for a Prediction Zap once again. He fails, so I think I just let this go. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to take 2 hits, which is fine. I go Miner, Skelly's opposite because I know he's the defensive thing. He has to answer it. So he goes for a Ghost and Miner, so that's a 7-4-5 trade. So I just go Tesla, go E-Spirit, and then I go for a Log here. He does catch. He doesn't because it goes retarget. So I go for Delivery. I go for Dark Prince. I go for Skeletons, and I go for E-Spirit. Also, if you guys didn't know, an E-Spirit Delivery kills a Marcher as well. So now, if you guys didn't know, now you know. So going for a Miner, and I think he just lets that Miner go, which is interesting because I don't think it's gonna do anything. But he goes for an aggressive P.E.K.K.A here. So I think luckily for me, he misplaces Marcher, so I kill it. And that pretty much is wrapped for the game. I mean, if he didn't misplace that Marcher, maybe I would have had it would have been, I still would have won probably, but it would have been more difficult. But right here, I'm just cycling to my rocket basically, so I'm pretty sure I throw a rocket here after I defend. And going for a Tesla to the side because I still have to focus on the other lane, so I go rocket, and this game's pretty much over. So yeah, that's how you beat P.E.K.K.A, guys. So moving on to moving on to 3M, which I'll show. I will show this replay, but I'll show it in 2 times. So basically, what you guys need to know is just this is a 100-0. All you have to do is just don't overcommit. So we'll just speed through this. So he goes Bandit, and he goes Heal Spirit. So like I already know his deck. I know it's like some form of 3M. So I'm like, okay. He goes for E-Barbs. I guess he tries to start. I guess I don't know. Try to catch me off guard. So I always see his Mother Witch, which over Hunter, which is interesting. So right here, you guys can just see that we're just speeding through the match. I'm more focused on defending. So against 3M, you just need to play super passive, and then like some key interactions, which I'll talk to you guys about while this replay goes. I just go Rocket on the pump because it's a 6 for 6 trade. So I think going through this, he just plays a Mother Witch in the back at 10. So I think I just go for a Tesla on defense. And I think he tries to spam me, yeah. So he goes for all of that, but I can just go back to my delivery. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, a delivery log kills 3 musketeers, and it also kills a Mother Witch, as like I'll show you guys right now. So right here, he tries to split 3M. I go Tesla into the 1 muskie lane because I know he wants to support it. So yeah, you guys can see this right here. So right here, he goes for a Ghost. So right here, like I'm telling you guys, he's going to go opposite. So he goes all in. Basically, I go delivery to kill the other 2, and I just go everything low because I know his Heal Spirit is like kind of the only issue for me. And you guys see delivery kills everything. So just speeding through this game, it's just it's pretty much the same thing, guys. Nothing like really changes. And we'll head into triple where like I've gotten damage, and like again he can't do anything. Like he's barely touched my towers. So right here he goes for E-Barb. He goes for the same push once again. It's not gonna do anything, and yeah, and I think I just Rocket to take her the win. But yeah, this is a pretty easy matchup, guys, so don't worry too much about it. And then this is the game that got me to 8K, guys, against Dennisito. So this is like, I think it's like Hog Wizard, something like that. But yeah, guys, so like I don't think you will ever face this deck unless like you're like on top ladder like me, and then maybe you'll face Dennisito, but he plays pretty weird. But yeah, so right here, I know him already. Like I know what his deck is, so I'll just explain my thought process. So right here, I think he goes for a log to knock back my Prince Shield. So right here, yeah, he does, and then I just go for a Tesla, kind of low, because I know what he's gonna do. He's going to go Giant Skelly Hog. That's what he always does. So I opt to go Tesla low. Because if yeah, I'll just explain it. So the reason why I go Tesla low is that in this next interaction that I'm gonna show you guys. So right here, I just choose to Rocket this because watch, he's gonna Fireball it. He goes Fireball. So luckily the Hog is not gonna hit, but as you guys can see, like I'm at a loss right now in damage, but it's alright. So we'll just speed through this. He goes for Knight. I just go for Minor opposite, and I also go for a Log because I know he wants to play Skarmy, but he plays in the back, which is smart because I can't catch all of it. So right here, I think I go Dark Prince, and then he goes Giant Skelly in the back, and like whenever he hits 10, yeah. So right here, guys, against Dennisito, he always does the same plays. So right here, I opt to go for Tesla High, and then I also go Minor because I know he wants to play his Wizard. So like you guys can see right now, I go for E-Spirit because I don't want to leak Elixir. I go for a Tesla High, and then also I do make a mistake on my end, so I go for a Minor, but I kind of misplaced my Minor, so it like it didn't come on the other side, but it's alright. The Minor was there for its purpose. It blocked the Wizard, so the Wizard wouldn't target my Tesla. So, and then Tesla also does work against the Wizard, so I have to go for a Rocket here because I really can't do anything else. And then my tower should clean up the Wizard. So yeah, double comes, guys, and then so he basically does the same thing, goes for Knight. And he goes for the same thing, so I just opt to go for a Rocket once again. I'm pretty go Skeleton's back because I don't want the Knight to touch my tower. I go for a Log, or I don't need it. Knee Spirit cleans up the Wizard. So right here, guys, we're in the damage. Well, he's in the damage lead, but like eventually we'll catch up because it gets better for me in triple. So I go Dark Prince opposite because I can't let him keep on doing the same thing because I'm gonna lose. So I go for a Tesla here once again. I know he's gonna go for a Wizard, so I just go for a Minor. I kind of late on my end, but he goes for an interesting NATO. That's not gonna do anything. And just right here, he goes for I knew he was gonna go for a Hog, so I just went for a Rocket. And then I think I go Skeletons higher. Oh, I actually go for Dark Prince instead. Because in this case, this will force out a Knight, or I think it was Giant Skelly instead, but yeah. And then I'm not sure if I go Miner, because like it's pretty much useless if I do, but I go for a Miner. He goes for a Knight, obviously. Luckily, my E-Spirit does chain. I know he's going to play his Wizard, so yeah, he plays his Wizard right there. I think I go for a Delivery, then Log. Or I actually don't. And then I also go for a Dark Prince, and then that's a really bad nade on his end. So I need to go Log here, and then I also go Miner up top. No, can't you see I'm recording? And then I go for a Miner at the top. So as you guys see, we're back in the damage lead. But yeah, he goes for a Giant Skeleton in the back, so I need to go for a Dark Prince. And he goes for a Hog, so I go for a Rocket. I don't think it was needed, but he goes for a Fireball Log on my Tesla, so I just go for a damage in the back. I go for a Miner. He goes for NATO, so it doesn't need activation, but I think it's a little bit too late for him. So I think he goes for the same play once again. He goes for Wizard High, I guess predicting my Tesla, so I just go Delivery. That should clean up the Wizard. And then I'm afraid he NATOs here, so I just go Log, and then I go for another Dark Prince because I panic. But then you guys see I'm in the damage lead once again. He goes for a Scar me, so right here I can just go Skeletons High and then go for Miner Safe Spot once again because I know he has to answer it. So I think right here I go for Dark Prince, and then kind of awkward situation for me. I think I go for Tesla, and I think I go for a Rocket just to be safe, and then I go for a Log, and then Delivery should clean this up, and then go for E-Spirit, and then I go for a Log, or I go for Tesla. So right here, this is pretty much game. Can't do anything. Goes for a Fireball and then a Desperation NATO, but that won't do enough. And yeah, I do BM because I'm pretty sure he's BM'd me before. But yeah, yeah, it's basically GG's, guys, and those are the games that got me to 8K. But guys, I will be probably doing more live gameplay soon. So yeah, next time I'll be doing live games while commentating, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I guess subscribe if you want and like the video if you want. I'm not gonna force you, but yeah. It's been Nate, and I'll see you guys later.